Hello and happy Saturday. This is Pastor Lance of Breakthrough Ministry, and I'm coming from Exodus chapter 14. When the Egyptians were pursuing after the Israelites right at the Red Sea. And this part of the Red Sea was miraculous because a sea cannot depart by itself. All this was the hand of God. But before the Israelites were able to see the sea departed, they got scared, they got fearful. They even got to the point basically of saying to Moses, like, did you bring us all the way out here just to die? Did you rather us die in the wilderness that did not have enough graves back there, in Egypt with the Egyptians? Because fear took over them when they approached an unknown place and approached what didn't look like they could make it through. That looked like a dead end. And I think a lot of us get to a point like that in our lives. When we approach something or something approaches us that makes us feel like there is no way out of it, that make us feel like this is the end, that we are stuck, that we are forced to stay, that disaster is coming. And a lot of times when we get to that place, we lose faith in the one who brought us that far in the first place, that helped us get over every hurdle and every obstacle. We forget about that. And that's why I tell people we are not to look back often, but you need to look back and be reminded of how God's hand moved in your life, of all that God has done for you, that you can't really think that he brought you this far to leave you here. And the Israelites, I don't see how they could even think that God sent all the plagues and God killed all the firstborns of the Egyptians and saved their children. Mark your doors so I can make sure I save your sons. All the firstborn sons of the Egyptians dead. But their sons miraculously survived all that God did. How can they even fathom to think that God will bring them this far to leave them there? But unfortunately, we have that same mindset too. That I'm at this point where I'm about to break. I'm about to give up. I'm about to give in. I'm about to lose my mind. I don't know what to do. And guess what? I understand. And that's where the Almighty God of your life, your waymaker, your miracle worker comes in. And he makes a way. You cannot see how he will make the way. That's what makes him God. If you could see how to solve this, to get through this, to get over this, then why do we need him? We need him for times such as this. And you know what's funny? God, the one that created this disaster. The Israelites were sitting there chilling, made it, got away from the Egyptians. The Egyptians was chilling, and God hardened the king's heart one more time to pursue his people. He didn't like the way that they was treated. God see the mistreatment on your life. God see how people are mistreating you. He see how they trying their best to ruin you, to enslave you, to do the unknown unto you. And God say, vengeance is mine. There is no way the Israelites could have did to the Egyptians in that Red Sea what God did. And there is no way you can handle your enemy the way that God will handle them. So sometimes God will orchestrate something in your life so you can see how powerful his hand is. The Israelites thought they seen something with these plagues. They didn't see anything until he departed the Red Sea and made a way for his people and made sure that his enemies could no longer pursue. Well, saints, God is doing that to somebody right now. God is orchestrating something in your life that looked like a disaster. So when he moves, when he comes as swift as he comes, because he comes like a thief in the night, that when he moves, when he comes, when he does the impossible, you'll be able to know how strong hand he is, how powerful he is, how mighty he is, how strong he is, how devoted to his people he is. You'll be able to see him. And until that moment, until that time, keep your faith as strong as ever. Keep your head as high as ever. Keep your praise as loud as ever. Because God deserves the praise before he depart. Break, dismantle that problem in your life, that situation in your life, that thing in your life. I'm telling you. Sometimes you just have to be still and know that he is God. Not you, not your friends, not your neighbors, not your parents, not your children, not your spouse. He, not your job. He is God. And you got to sometimes sit there and say, okay, All this is happening. God said he would never leave me nor forsake me. God is watching because he got eyes everywhere. He said the earth is his footstool. So God see what I'm going through. So what am I supposed to do at a time like this? I got to stay faithful. I got to pray without ceasing. And I got to trust God and watch his hand move in my life. I'm telling you, I am a woman who have witnessed God's hand move time after time after time, especially when I was a single mom, trying to make ends meet, wondering how this going to get done, that's going to get done, this ain't going to get done. But when I started trusting God, I ain't have to worry about anything else but making sure I served him devotedly each day and every day and become a better woman each day and every day so I can represent him when I'm talking and speaking about to others. And guys, God is orchestrating something in your life right now. Not because he wants harm to come to you, but because he wants you to trust him and he wants you to see how powerful he really is. How you going to see the power of God if ain't nothing happening for him to be able to show it? How you going to be able to testify about his goodness if nothing happened to you so you can go out here and tell somebody about how good he is? Something has to take place, saints, for God to be able to reveal himself in your life. A lot of people who was atheists who now believe is not believe. They didn't just believe because they picked up the Bible. They've been picked up the Bible. They didn't see anything to be true. What happened is they had an encounter, an experience with God. A disaster took place and they saw God's hand move. So saints, it's time to sit back. Don't rush God. Don't rush the answer. Don't sit there and try to pursue it yourself. Just sit there and trust God. And watch he be almighty in your life. Therefore, you can go tell your children. This is going to be a story your children and great-great-grandchildren is going to be able to talk about. Just like we're still talking about the Israelites today. We are still talking about the Red Sea. That's one of the biggest miracles. We are still talking about it today. What is it that God need to do in your life so it can be talked about generations from now? It can't be talked about if you move before God. Because if you choose to move before him, he going to let you move. He going to let you dig that hole. But if you choose to wait on the Lord, he said those who wait on the Lord, he will renew. But he said those who wait. He's telling us we have to wait. Delayed, not denied, saints. I don't usually come up here and give a message on Saturday, but I knew somebody needed to hear that. Somebody need to be able to understand that maybe what I'm going through is not so it can break me, but it can strengthen me, not to silence me, but to give a reason to give praise into God's name. We don't have to sit here and struggle. We don't have to have it figured all out. Genesis all the way through Revelations give us an idea of who God is and how he works. So you need to go to that chapter in this book to find that chapter of your life right now to be able to tell what you're supposed to be doing at a time like this. Because nowhere in the Bible does it ever speak for us to go ahead of God. Nowhere. We are always told to follow. We are always told to wait. We are always told to trust. But we are never told to go ahead. So saints, we got to sit this one out. I know humans, we love control. But this one we need to sit out. Because I promise you, the way that God is going to reveal himself this time is going to blow your mind, your enemies' minds, and some. So trust God, saints, and wait on the Lord. Be blessed. Pastor Lance of Breakthrough Ministries.